Rob and Slim Show.
Yeah.
Yo, what the fuck is that? What the fuck did you just do? What is that?
Stealing the
Yo, you
Driz?
fucking copying me?
Hey, man.
I think you guys had
How's it
admiration
going,
for
Driz?
each other.
Yo, I'll do better. Yeah. Yo, you try to do that. You do that.
Yeah.
Yo, I give that a negative fucking 2. Yeah.
Damn. Jack Casey.
Hey, you fucking laughing at me now? Yo, I'll show you something fucking funny.
Damn. You got the Driz riled up, bro.
How's it going, Rob and Slim?
Great.
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
How you doing, Jack?
I'm good. I'm in the zone. I'm like driving in the car. I'm going shopping. I'm doing shows. I'm running around, washing the dishes with my feet.
Doing all that at once. That's
All
that's
that
a
at
lot.
once.
And nobody in the mall are questioning what you're doing in the car washing dishes. Like, they're all cool with it.
I guess so, yeah. Well, people actually do look at me when I walk around in public. I guess I'm a weird kind of guy.
Do you have like one of those jazzy scooters, like an electric scooter? Like, you need that and an air horn. That's what I feel. Like that would step you up to the next level.
No, I just walk around the supermarket real slow and like take my time and
Nice.
I have no life really, to be honest.
You ever just grab the bread and just squish it and just slam it down? And
I did today. I was touching all the bread and the baker was there and she gave me the look,
oh,
the evil look.
Like that, I want to take you home tonight,
squeeze
look.
it. Oh,
No, like stop touching my bread.
stop touching my buns.
Can you
Base
guys
guy.
see me or is this an audio call?
No,
It's just an audio call.
just
Oh
audio.
well.
What Base guy? Did you hear our interview with Sock Cop?
I did. It was brilliant. It was really good. He's such
He's
a
the
cool guy,
best.
Sock, eh?
How long have you known the Sock Cop? Did he pull you
about
over?
five years ago, I was watching Tom Green's Webovision show,
Oh, nice.
and he was on it, and he was a sock, and he was a cop, and I thought, well, I'll call in. So I thought, oh, I need a puppet. So my girlfriend made a puppet called Beak, and I called in, and then Sock saw the bird puppet Beak, and then he
they follow him
got
up?
in touch with me through YouTube, and then said, hey, you should try this thing called Periscope. And it was Periscope's 4th birthday yesterday.
I
So
just
that's
saw
how I met
that.
Sock.
That is cool. That's cool. Yeah, he's amazing. He's amazing. Have you ever had him on your show?
Yeah, many times. Sock has like literally taught me everything I know. He helped me with all the software and computers, and he's such a nice guy. At one point, he made with him and a friend, my friend Sloppy of all people, Sock Cop and Sloppy made Sock Cop hand printed. He worked at a T-shirt factory a long time ago, and he made me Base Guy shirts where he lives in Alabama with one of those huge like hydraulic metal presses, and he took a lot of time, and we distributed the T-shirts to the fans of the show. So there's 50 shirts out there in the world.
You have a better sloppy than we do.
Yeah, our sloppy's kind of useless.
Kind of a mess. They can't read.
Our Sloppy is a graphic artist, so she makes the show look good. She just donates her time. There's like 4 or 5 people that help me with my show on the back line.
Nice. Have you ever heard? Have you ever seen the YouTube sensation Poppy? That's how we created Sloppy, because Slambo needed his version of Poppy.
No, I don't know Poppy from Sloppy.
Oh yeah.
What kind of lives are we living, eh? This is ridiculous.
Poppy, sloppy,
It's a
same thing.
weird time to live in. But
We're grown men talking on the internet to each other. I mean,
yeah, talking about our sloppies. You want to see my sloppy, Jack?
yeah. And now I have a job with you. Too many rapes, you know. I
Yes.
might lose my job because of you guys.
Finger
now.
blaster, bro. The finger
Oh,
blaster
Finger
was
Blaster is the
rad.
best.
So good. So
Yeah,
good.
I just, like I said, I just read the lines. I'm a professional actor, and the views and opinions may not
Yes.
reflect the actor and all that stuff. So
I tell everyone that they're your views though. Even the old
So
episodes.
we couldn't, like, if I asked, like, can we talk to Finger Blaster, like, he wouldn't
Ooh.
show up?
no, he's got an agent, and you would have to go through the agent to speak to him. I don't. It's basically like my show's kind of PG. Well, I try to be like I basically like try to be a little bit nice.
You
Although
don't
I
have a
complain a
finger
lot. But
blast.
now that people hear Finger Blaster, they're like, some people are like, "Whoa, Jack! Like, what are you doing?"
You've gone down that
Are they
slope.
saying what are you doing, or are they asking for Finger Blaster on your show?
Finger
They're
Blaster.
asking for Finger Blaster.
They're like, whoa, what is this clean thing you're doing?
You've done so much better as Finger
It's
Blaster.
funny that you chose me that, and my line is to say A at the end of every line because I'm Canadian.
I
but
wrote
also-
that after
I play,
you
I
after you
play
agreed.
bass, so I use my two fingers all the time. Like to alternate picking with
Oh.
the two fingers there. So
Yeah, once you said you would do the part, I added A to the end of every line. I'm like, yes, this is gonna work.
well, look, I've tried to use my hands to make money on the bass guitar for 30 years to like no avail. So.
Were you, Jack, when you saw the script and it said A at the end of every line, were you kind of like pissed off? Or you're like, Rob, what a fucking racist? Like, what?
Yeah, you're racist against Canadians.
You're right.
Canadian, yeah.
No, I on my show, like 90% of my viewers are American, and all they do is like make fun, poke fun at Canadians.
Like
and,
your
and
hockey and stuff.
We're cool with it. It's socially acceptable.
Cool. So that's all right. That's an okay hate crime.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's okay to make. Anyways, I won't say anything.
What? I was gonna say too. You lived in Scotland for a long time, Jack. Did you start sounding like over there, or did you still sound Canadian?
Well, I went over there and I was like, "Hey, how's it going? Eh? Like, do you guys have some maple syrup, eh?" And then
You
by about
hosers.
5 years later, I was like, "All right, mate, how you doing, pal? Ah, you can't whack it." Like,
Pugmathor. Is that it? The Kiss My
Like what?
Ass. It's like
kiss my ass.
It's Pugmathor or is it Pugmathone?
I have no idea. I've never heard that before. Maybe I just missed out on that one.
I had a few friends that were from there, and yeah, I think it's Pugmathor. Is how you
In
say
Scotland,
kiss my ass.
the dialect literally changes every 20 miles. Like the Glaswegians, the Edinburgh, they're all different languages.
Yeah. And I actually saw a bumper sticker that said that, and and it was spelled like completely different than I would have thought, but I just knew it because of my buddy. Because my buddy Sean in high school that like told me that's how you say kiss my ass.
I used to live in Poland for a long time, and I learned a lot of cool Polish things that you're not supposed to say.
They're the best. The swear words are the best. Can you give
My
us?
friend tricked me once and taught me. I said, like, I was an English teacher and I showed up for class late, so I asked my friend, how do you say, like, sorry I'm late? So they taught me przepraszam, ale lubiłem kupę. And I said that to the class when I got there, and they all laughed for like 20 minutes. And then I found out that what it meant was, sorry I'm late, I was taking a shit.
Was it accurate?
Yeah, przepraszam, ale lubiłem kupę. No, I mean, the language was accurate, but
But
I
you
was just
weren't
late,
you weren't
know?
taking a shit because you were okay.
Yeah.
No, I was never mind.
Finger blasting somebody. Poor Jack. Now he has to work in finger blasting into everything he does.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not going to be the bass guy show anymore. We'll have to change the name.
Finger Blaster and Friends.
That would be pretty cool. You get yourself a green screen and just have it like in the interior of a
Like a
spaceship.
Yeah. Like a
I love
you
your
can-
guys' writing style there. I guess it's Rob. You're doing
Yeah,
the
Rob.
writing,
Rob
or-
is amazing.
yeah. That's
Rob
just-
has some of the best writing I've ever heard.
I hate to interrupt you guys, but
Be prepared.
we need to talk about Frankie MacDonald.
It's his birthday coming up.
Pardon?
It's his birthday next month.
Yeah, April 24th, the same as my brother's birthday.
Are you getting him anything?
Are they twins?
I don't know. I'll promote his stuff. Like he has a new thing now where he wants to be. He's going to call you in a minute, and he wants to be on traditional media, not just social media, but like old school television.
Like news channels, right?
Yeah,
Like he wants to go back in
he
time?
Sent me like he sent me like 20 phone numbers. I think you guys too. And
got him.
on my show now, I called CBC Halifax the other day, and I got through live on the air and told them that they need to talk about Frankie
That's
MacDonald.
what I'm gonna
So-
say. Like, do we have to call them and tell them like to talk to Frankie? Is that what
Can we call them while we have Frankie on? Is that how that's gonna work?
That would be amazing if you guys could do that. If you could pull out one of the phone numbers and
I'll start.
while you're talking to Frankie, get Rob or Slim to actually call
Or
CNN
Slambo.
and get him in there, you know?
We'll get Sloppy to call.
You think it's funny and everything, but I think Frankie is like a social media genius, and he's telling us what to do. And if we do it, it will work, and it will bring you to fame and glory.
He's got us under his control. Like he runs all of us. I feel.
We're his little bitches, basically.
He's finger blasting us.
We're being finger blasted by Frankie.
Finger blast by Frankie. That's a new podcast.
Frankie's amazing, isn't he? A beautiful guy.
Yes, he is an amazing guy. He's the best. He's the best.
Are you so cool with the Can Man?
Ooh,
the
the
Can Man.
Canster.
Oh yeah, he mentioned you guys today, and he went off on a tangent. I had to interrupt him and tell him like he's crossing borders here. You got to calm down. I said you guys are my friends. And,
We haven't even talked to him or about him in like weeks.
he was saying that he's got knives and stuff and guns, and he's coming to get. Everyone was like, "Whoa, dude, man, calm down. This is the internet. The whole world can hear you." Well, okay, 3 people can hear you.
He is still on it. He's got to get another show.
He's gonna assassinate us.
Yeah.
But people on my show are actually taking a shine to him. Sometimes he's on the money, and he's very passionate. So let's just like it's job opportunities, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I just can't sit through the bad stuff to get to some good stuff.
It's all drama though, eh? The drama sells.
Yeah.
Sense and drama.
That's it.
A lot of drama. I was gonna ask. Speaking of drama, Jack, would you be able to jam out for the Driz? I was thinking, like, since you two are musicians, he could do a song called like "Misunderstood Legends," where nobody else understands you guys or what you need to survive, but only you and the Driz understand.
That's it, because I've been listening to the Driz for a couple of weeks now, and he's basically the best rapper I've ever heard in my life. He's just pulling,
Yeah, you don't even have to fucking tell people that, because everybody knows it.
Okay, you want to jam then? You want me to lay down a beat?
Yeah, of course I do, bass guy. You're the best beatist that I know.
Okay, let me just get my bass guitar.
Yeah, beat guitar. Yeah. So you know some fucking legends like George Washington, and you know that he fucking chopped down a cherry tree, and he was like, "Yo, I'll never fucking tell a lie. I chopped down a cherry tree." But that's not really that cool. That's kind of fucking lame. You know, George Washington with that cherry tree. It's kind of lame. Let me tell you about some real fucking legends. Let me tell you about the Driz, and the fucking bass guy. You know what we fucking did? We fucking robbed people, and we fucking like did a bunch of other shit, and we fucking drank a lot, and we fucking did drugs, and we didn't fucking lie about it. We just told people like we're musicians. That's all we gotta fucking do. Yeah, we're like fucking musicians because me and bass guy, we the best. Yeah, we the fucking best. You want to hear about some real legends? Well, yeah. Well, let me tell you about this giant dinosaur. He lived in fucking Japan. His name was Godzilla. He fucking crushed a lot of buildings, and you're like, man, that was a legend. But let me tell you something. He wasn't as fucking legendary as me, the Driz, and fucking bass guy. Because we might not have stomped on some fucking buildings, but we built fucking towers. We built some of the biggest towers in the world. You haven't even heard of them. You never even heard of the towers that the Driz and the bass guy built because they're so fucking legendary that people have forgot about them.
Like the Twin Towers?
Like the fucking like the Twin Towers.
Never
Bass
forget.
guy, at the Driz, we built the Twin Towers.
Yo, that was a jam.
That was
Session if
awesome.
I've ever
I
heard.
couldn't hear a thing. I was just laughing.
I wish I couldn't have heard anything. I can't unhear that.
I'm glad I didn't hear it.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Yo, fuck you, Slim.
I was focusing on the bass.
Oh, I was focusing on the Twin Towers. I hope I don't have federales coming at me for that. But
So, yeah, how come I didn't get a job this week on the Finger Blaster? I was a little bit disappointed.
Because he's dead.
he's not with us anymore.
Is he dead now, yeah? I died in the last episode.
He was referred to this week by Emperor Ovaltine. Emperor Ovaltine at least gave you props.
Yeah.
He gave you some
Could
props.
Finger Blaster like come back like from heaven or something?
Answer that, somebody?
Perhaps the doctors.
Yeah, the fucking finger. The
Perhaps
finger.
the doctor could clone.
They do have your corpse, though. They have your
Clone.
corpse,
I like
Finger
that.
Blaster.
They have
hello,
his
hello to
DNA.
the other guy on the show. What's your name again? I forgot.
Slambo.
Slambo, how's it going, man?
How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. I show the Rob and Slim show to all my friends, and a few people are like, "Hey, that Slambo guy is pretty cool."
That burly hunk in the background
hunk, yeah.
is
Damn
easy
straight.
on
It's the beard, man.
eyes.
It's the beard. It gives me all my powers.
So what are we doing with our lives? Where are we going with this?
I don't know.
Keep going. I love it. I want a Slambo in the Bass Guy show.
Ooh.
Hey, I would love if you guys called into the Bass Guy show one day.
We got to work that out, Jack. We got to work that out.
I'd be down.
I suppose you have jobs and you're working and stuff.
Yeah,
so
that's the rough part. I wish I didn't. I want to be retired already.
So wow.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
only
a famous internet rapper with a lot of stuff.
You're an amazing rapper, Driz. I mean, how did you do it?
Yeah, so I posted some videos on the internet, and people were like, that guy's fucking dope. And I was like, yeah, I'm fucking dope. And they were like, we're going to make you famous. And I was like, yeah, you're going to make me famous. And then they fucking shared it and stuff. And they were like, yo, check out this guy. He's fucking dope. And I was like, yeah, I'm fucking dope. And yeah, that's how it happened.
That's an amazing story, man.
It is. Jack, do you have stories about Huey Lewis?
I do actually. It's such a weird life. It was 1985. Back to the Future came out. I was breakdancing, skateboarding like everybody else.
Sure.
And then I it was the first band I ever became in love with, Huey Lewis and the News. And my brother took me to a concert in Montreal in around 1982. And it was Huey Lewis and the News, but UB40 was playing next door, a reggae band. So all my brother and his friends, they were smoking dope and they left. And I'm like 9 years old and I was started to cry and I was alone and there was like 20,000 people. And I cried my way to the front of a Huey Lewis concert and Huey Lewis ran by and he slapped my hand. And then that was pretty cool. Then I went to Scotland and I joined a band and there was this famous singer who played with the Beatles and all this stuff. And well, he knew the Beatles and Jimi Hendrix and everything. And he was a Huey Lewis fan. So there's all these Huey Lewis connections.
It's like the Kevin Bacon story, or game, but it's Huey Lewis game.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon actually has a movie called Quicksilver, and his actor name is Jack Casey, which is my name. Which is weird.
Wow.
Cool. That's cool.
That means something.
Yeah, I was gonna ask too, Jack. Have you ever worked with a musician that has gotten famous?
Yes, I have actually. I used to play in a blues club in Glasgow, and that's where I paid my dues. That's where I learned how to play music, I really think. And Glasgow is like it's like honest and in your face and fun, but like, you know, a bit rough. And there was a blues club, and every Sunday the whole city would get together and the guys would jam. And there's a guy called Alan Nemo, and he's touring the world for like the 4th time right now. Like he's done the whole world, and he's got a band called King.
I'll have to check them out. And
King, Alan Nemo, yeah.
What did you do with him? Or
I just jammed. I would just be lucky enough to jam on the same stage as him and have drinks and hang out and be guys or whatever. So
that's cool. Have you ever heard of Martin Meister? Martin Meister. We've had him on before. He's a pretty cool guy.
No, I haven't. No, I'd love to learn more.
Is he from Austria? I can't remember. We had him on a couple seasons ago on one of the finales, and
Okay.
I've been meaning to reach out and have him on again. He's huge. He's huge on Twitter. But yeah.
It's weird today. It's so different. Like when I was in Scotland, the time I was working with the most famous musician in my life, I didn't even know it because I was just young and ignorant. It was a guy called Dougie Martin and a band called Mafia, and he'd been playing cover songs in bands for like 30, 40 years, and he opened up for the Beatles at the Cavern. And he knew the Average White Band, and so did my dad. And Doogie even jammed with Hendrix in London in a pub. So that's what he told me anyways. Hendrix would just come to the pubs, and people would jam in those days. And I was playing with this guy, and he was telling me all these stories. And then, unfortunately, Doogie passed away like about 6 years ago. Shit. And before he passed away, he phoned me. He just picked up the phone, and he called me. He's like, "All right, Jack, how you doing, pal?" He just wanted to make sure I was okay in life, you know. I thought it was really sweet of him.
Awesome.
That's amazing. I was hoping you weren't gonna say he like died on the voicemail and just like curse you out and like fuck you. You're the reason this is happening.
But he had a good run, and he knew Van Morrison. He told me that he's a prick. I remember that very clearly.
Wow.
I'm not saying that, Van, if you're
See,
listening to this.
I
but
would
that's
think
what
that.
Iggy told me. So.
Just by the name. I think any name starting with Van, you're kind of a prick.
I've heard he hates that song "Brown Eyed Girl." Like he can't. That's not his favorite. Song
I've heard
he's
that
put
too.
out.
Like that's crap. If you like, other Van Morrison songs are great, but
Yeah.
that song is just like kind of like the what's that Bruce album, the Born of the USA.
yeah,
Like that
yeah.
crap
Yeah.
is nothing like regular Bruce. I heard that.
Could you even fathom to think to be that famous, like you're Michael Jackson or something, and people want to hear "Beat It"? You'd go crazy after a while. You know, it's
Yeah.
hard not to be rude.
Yeah. Would you rather be Michael Jackson now or when he was alive? I don't know. I don't know if I ever want to be Michael Jackson. No bueno.
I don't know.
No bueno.
I heard that similar thing about the cherry pie guy. That "You're My Cherry Pie" or what was that song?
Yeah,
Just-
Lawrence.
Is that who it was? I don't know who the fuck it was, but I heard
Are we
he.
going to hair bands again?
Yeah, hair bands again.
Also
And
knows his hair bands.
I heard he would just like hear that everywhere he went, and he fucking hates that song. Like he didn't
I
even
hate
want.
that song.
He didn't even want that song to be like known. Like it was just a mistake, and people will always like see him and go like, "You're my cherry pie."
That reminds me of the joke Giuseppe, the shipbuilder. Have you ever heard of that? That joke?
No.
It's Giuseppe. He's an Italian guy, and he built all these tall ships. And he spent his whole life building tall ships and helping the New World get over to North America. And he's explaining he's all angry because he's saying like, you build all these ships, and nobody ever says Giuseppe the shipbuilder, but you fuck one sheep. It's Giuseppe the sheep fucker.
Fucking Giuseppe. You should know, Giuseppe. You don't go that route, Giuseppe.
I told the joke backwards or something like that.
It was still great.
It's still good.
Well, so Rob brought up me and hair bands because I watched The Dirt, which was the Motley
I saw
Crue.
that too. I just watched it like 2 nights ago, and I kind of loved it, but hated it, and I loved it. I thought it was
That's a
awesome.
Slim
I felt the same way, right? Those guys were a fucking mess.
Just
Yeah, it's like they were sensationalizing being a male white like asshole violent prick, basically.
because I remember, like, the first thing I thought when he told me this was they came out with a book about, I don't know, 20 years. I don't even know how many years ago, but when the book came out, I heard the interviews with them, and yeah, it's like they're assholes, and yeah, some said it's basically the book. In what, like a documentary
Movie
form,
film.
or
I think the whole
acted,
point of the film is if fame hits you that quickly, and in 1 year you have cocaine and planes and girls, like how do you handle that? You know, you
Yeah.
don't. You just go crazy, and that's
So-
what happened to them.
we're gonna be Motley Crue one day.
That's what I think. But there were some parts that were sad, like Vince, like when he like kind of like decided not to be a part of that anymore, and seeing him with his daughter and what happened to his daughter and stuff, like that was really depressing. The whole
So they
end of the
didn't do
movie
coke?
was like depressing.
I
Like
thought it was gonna be Happy Coke Days.
no,
Yeah.
it like the whole
The only problem I have with Netflix and all these movies that are being produced, it's like everything's clean all the time. Even like I haven't seen it yet, but I saw some of Bohemian Rhapsody, and like nobody's sweating and everyone's clean and it's all like nice and bright. It's almost like you're on a movie set filming a movie.
You
Like
want?
it's not like gritty and real.
Yeah.
You want
It's
a little
kinda like-
dirt?
it's too perfect.
I
We're
agree.
too perfect, Jack. Me and you, not these guys.
I worry about everything I say because it's on the internet and it's being recorded. And what if you do get famous one day? You'll be like, "Hey, bass guy, you called Van Morrison a prick."
And I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna be like, look, what could I have? Bass
Yeah,
guy
Rob's
said
gonna
this.
be like,
And bass guy's gonna be like,
Rob-
look.
Rob's
I
got
have
it
dirt
all,
on bass guy.
perfectly.
Fuck Van Morrison.
I stopped worrying about that shit like 5 years ago, Jack.
Yeah.
After like day 2, I
I've
was like,
never-
whatever.
Yeah,
I do have some friends that are like, man, you're because of the stuff you say on your Rob and Slim show, like you're never gonna be able to have a career. And I'm like, whatever.
I'm like, that's sweet. I'm fucking over 40 and I don't have a career now. When was I
You know
getting
what I
this
love?
fucking
My
career?
favorite story ever is with Slim, because I always imagined this stuff in my head with like reversing how like society is so politically correct. And I thought like, well, men don't go around wearing tights with their bits sticking out, because if we did that, we'd get in trouble. But women can do it, and it's socially acceptable. And here's Slim, you got kicked out of the Comic Con for wearing.
Yes, the anime con.
You got kicked out for your junk showing too much.
He's on a list now. He's on a list, Jack.
There were
On a
kids
list,
in
yeah.
that convention, Jack.
Oh God, you should have seen that costume, man.
We did.
You have to like every time you go somewhere, you have to like tell people where you live and everything.
Yeah, he's got to
Usually,
introduce himself to the neighbors.
Comic-Con sex.
I'm a convicted comic.
I have to show
Isn't
up
that
wearing the
screwed up?
Power Ranger suit.
You're wearing a morph suit, so you're covered, but you can see the shape of your genitals, so they
Right.
kicked you out.
Yeah, because they were
too big.
Yeah, the guy that stopped me, he was intimidated by my penis.
Yeah.
Jealous.
Jack, we have to wrap this up before the cops show up, but where can everybody find you?
I have a website called bassguyshow.com, the bass guitar, BASS, so it's bassguyshow.com, and I'm live. I stream live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a live show.
Nice. I'm going to also start fingerblaster.org and put your picture on it.
Yo, and I also got the Driz and bassguy.com.
Always a blast, Bass Guy. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Slambo, Rob, and Slim. You guys are awesome. Love you.
Yeah, you're not
Go
gonna
on,
fucking
bro.
thank me, homie?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah. Thank you to the world famous The Driz.
Yeah.
Y'all, he know what up.
Talk to you soon, Bass Guy.
Take care, pal.
Yeah.
Yo, I got that shit copyrighted.